I'm with Terry Bird from Newtown Films, and he's got a film in the Horror on Sea Film Festival called Community. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yep, it's a horror film, obviously, and we're a Southend-based film company, so we're really pleased to be supporting the Horror on Sea Horror Festival, as it is a Southend festival. Yeah. And it's great. There's so many people in the creative industry that live in this area, and where we are tonight is kind of a bit of a networking evening as well. Community is a horror film. It's about a rundown estate, housing estate, and the residents are turning psychopathic.
People over there ain't normal. I thought they tore it down ages ago.
So Isabel, what's the plan?
We have an interview lined up with Mr. Terence Lohman. He says he has some information about the estate, and I quote, "People wouldn't dare believe it's true."
That they smoke a certain type of weed that they grow, and that sends them psychotic. I play a character called Dumpy in the film, who's kind of a leader of a pack of violent youths, and I also produce the film as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, cool.
Lovely. So, because obviously this is a small film festival, like as all festivals are, they start somewhere.
Yeah.
When it comes to a film like Community, is that something that you self-funded, or did you look for like funding yourself?
Yeah. Well, Community's been accepted into lots of festivals all around the world. It was kind of premiered at Fright Fest, which is a Channel 4 film festival at the Leicester Square Empire Cinema, and that was summer 2012. And it's been accepted into other film festivals as well. Brussels, which is a big one. Mile High Horror Festival in Toronto in Canada.
So you're going to go to all these places?
We might go to the Brussels one, but we're definitely going to the Southend one. But this is on our doorstep, you know, and it's kind of nice that, in a way, your own people kind of recognise you. And yes, the funding aspect of Community, we kind of had some funding from the government because they do a tax credit to incentivise film production in this country, and some was from investors. That's always the hardest part, raising money.
He said it will consume his dog. My God. Was there a hurricane?
All the people that are in the film, were they all local, or is it something that you...
Yes, I say most of them are local. They all kind of... Actually, I run a drama workshop in Southend, and a lot of the guys in the cast come from my acting workshop, so they're actors that I kind of work with day in and day out. The guy who plays the lead, Elliot Jordan, he was in our first film, This Is Essex. So we used him again for Community, and we found a blinding new star called Gemma Dallender. She plays Isabel, which is the lead character, and actually she's just finished filming on Spit on Your Grave 2, the sequel, and she plays the lead in that. So that's massive. So she's going to be one to watch out for. Feature film is a beast. Even if you've got money, even if you've got access to millions of pounds, it's still a mammoth beast. You've got to partner up with a producer. If you're just a writer and director, you need to work with a producer. Jason Ford is my business partner. He's a writer and director. So you need that partnership. And together you go on a journey. And you've got to be extremely passionate. Even the films that do relatively well, British independent films, financially the producers and the directors won't see a great deal of money out of it. So to do it really, you've got to be either really creative or a little bit crazy. Really, honestly, and that...
Well, you hear a lot of horror stories, don't you, about films being made, loads of money poured into them, and then halfway through production, they go down the toilet and everybody disappears. See, that's my job as a producer, to guarantee to the investors that it will be done, it will be delivered, you know, and that's really important. So there's nothing worse than kind of
shooting half a feature film and wasting everyone's time, your cast, your crew, because everyone's doing it for a favour or less money than they'd normally get on. And to let everyone down like that is quite a shocker, yeah. But yeah, you're right, it happens all the time. But that's kind of what's held us instead, is that we do deliver. Yeah, and we get it done and we get the product out there.
So what, obviously after you've sort of worked on Community, is there anything else you've got in the pipeline, anything you're working on at the moment?
Of course, there always is.
Yeah, there's got to be.
yeah, you're talking to a producer. Yeah, we've got another horror film.
Brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, and another horror film as well, which another company want us to kind of work with them on. So hopefully this year, 2013, we'll be, shooting another horror film.
Mind you, you're no stranger to acting yourself, are you? You've done quite a few things, haven't you?
Yeah.
A few films and
a
few adverts and few jobs.
Yeah. Well, I've been an actor since I've been a kid.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been in most things on TV and made a few films and lots of commercials and.
Is it something you just like to keep your hand in with the acting as well, or do you just love the whole shebang?
I've always done it since I've been a kid, so it very much nowadays becomes something that I can do. So why not why not do it? Yeah. But I do forget that I'm in the stuff that we make ourselves, because I'm in Community and because you're so busy producing. Kind of the acting becomes very much secondary, so even I'm still surprised when I see myself on the screen. I go, oh yeah, I was in that. But
excellent.
But I don't cast myself for like the romantic leads. Do you know what I mean? I kind of cast myself in parts that I would get if I kind of auditioned for another job. Yeah.
Oh, right. Brilliant. So that's Community. What day is that being shown on?
That's next Friday the 18th.
Friday the 18th. What time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Well, we'll
get down 7:30. Get down early, and we're having a beer afterwards.
Oh, blinding! But better not tell everyone when a beer is, just in case we get a massive audience.
No, yeah.
No, lovely. Thanks a lot.
Good luck. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
That's it, love. Deep breaths now.
Hello and welcome to this exclusive live paranormal investigation.
I'd like you to treat this evening with a mixture of excitement and trepidation.
I mean, it's what they would call a found footage movie, but there's a twist to it because the film has a big secret, which is the fact that it's all fake. There's only 3 people in the whole movie that don't know it's a fake.
I just want to prove all my friends and family wrong. Because a lot of my mum, my sister, and people like that, they always believe they swear blind they've seen ghosts. I've seen this, I've seen that. I'm like, yeah, you're crazy.
So all the reactions that you see are genuine reactions, because I hired all the actors to play the medium and the presenter, and all the crew were normal crew. And the makeup people and stuff like that, all them were normal, but I put an advert for 6 people, but I actually only employed 3, and those 3 were kind of Big Brother wannabe type people. They were really kind of sceptical of anything, really loved that kind of interaction. And then I put 3 actors with them in a car, drove them to this place that we see is already haunted, supposedly, and scared them. What you see on film looks like a real paranormal investigation, and these guys turn from skeptics into believers, which proves that most haunted can be faked, a lot of these things can be faked. We got some things happening that we couldn't explain ourselves. We shot the film with about 45 cameras. We shot it in one day and one night, so we started sort of 8 o'clock in the morning, finished about 2 in the morning the next day. We then went back and did the pickup, so the whole feature film took a day and a half. The budget was virtually zero. It's a virtually zero budget movie. We've just secured a distribution deal in America where it should be going into Walmart, and we're in negotiations with Asda and places like that to try and get deals. But this is a long process. I mean, this is the first time it's ever going to be screened, so this is going to be the world premiere. is going to be at the Horror on Sea Film Festival. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm hoping that everybody will enjoy it and want to spread the word about it. The bigger film festivals tend to pre-select their movies, so you kind of get a situation where a film, even in production, will already be pre-selected to go into some film festivals. So for guys like me who are making movies for virtually nothing, this is a way to get it exposed, and it's great to see as many people here today who are interested in horror.